up. It perhaps sounds like a contradiction, but have you ever heard of toxic positivity? It's the belief that people should maintain a positive mindset, no matter how difficult a situation you find yourself in. A psychotherapist told Your Morning that this kind of thinking can be harmful because it invalidates totally natural emotions. What's your take on this? Let's go to Uzma.
You know, this whole thing really reminded me of the movie Inside Out. I don't know if you guys remember this. This classic Pixar movie about joy and how she had to control all of the emotions, and then sadness was kind of dragging everyone down. And in the whole theme of the movie is that you need both. You need sadness and you need joy. And I was also thinking about, like, we've just endured this crazy year. I'm a high school teacher, so I feel like I've had to be so upbeat and positive for my students, and yet this year has taken such a toll on me, on my fellow educators, and my fellow students. And sometimes you just need to, like, wallow in it. And I think there's a lot of professions, women face this a lot, especially women of color, where we just have to, like, count your blessings, be okay with everything. Everything's going to be okay. But really, sometimes it's just you're having a hard time, and it's okay to just accept the negativity, try to be not positive, but just think about some solutions and sort of move on from there. So I think it's so true. Toxic positivity can be really, really harming.
Yeah, I think that positivity becomes toxic when it becomes dismissive, if that makes sense. And you can see that a lot, especially, if you've gone through a breakup or a big life event like that, right? And you're confiding in someone and they're like, don't worry, it's okay. This will be the best summer ever. Forget about it. And you're kind of like, no, I mean, I'm not here for the hashtag good vibes only. Like, I'm not here for that. I think that kind of positivity, that forced positivity, is almost it comes off really negative, and it's as annoying as a negative friend. Like, Melissa knows me. She's known me through many boyfriends and many breakups. And I feel like when I'm over somebody, I am just over them. I never look back. My ties are cut. And the reason for that is because I let myself sit in the sadness. Like, I will sit in all the anger, all the sadness. And then once I'm over it, I'm just over it. And I feel like that's healthy, to just sit in it. But dismissing the negativity for a false positivity, I think that's really unhealthy.
And one of the most popular sayings this year is holding space. And holding space for people should include that if they want to wallow, let us hold that space for them. I think as friends, we want to help people. And sometimes what they just need us to do is to listen. They don't need solutions. They don't need resolutions. They just want us to listen so they can let it out and they could vent. And I think I'm a human first and foremost. And I know that every day my mood is going to change. Maybe today is going to be a hard day, but I'm hopeful that tomorrow's going to be a better day. And I remember I actually had a conversation with one friend and I told them, oh my goodness, I've been feeling like a turkey. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like like, that's how I feel. It's like, and she's like, well, you shouldn't feel like that. You shouldn't. You should look at the bright side. And I actually did something I never did. I go, tell me why I should look at the bright side. Tell me why I shouldn't feel this way. And she was stumped, right? We're so quick to give solutions. But when someone actually says, well, tell me why I should feel that way, they can't give an explanation. So it's very important. It's great to be positive. It's great to be optimistic. But with everything in these uncertain times, as our government likes to say, we're going to have uncertain moods. And it's important that we just be there for one another, whether it's high or low.
Yeah, it's interesting because I agree with what all of you are saying. I actually turned this on the person who has maybe that toxic positivity. And one of my therapists, because I've had many, I don't know why they keep dumping me, but one of them said to me, that from which you run is what you need to face. And for someone who is constantly positive, my question for that person is, what are you running from? What negative or difficult or sad or angry emotions are you suppressing in yourself that you don't want to or can't give to somebody else, and even yourself, the space to just be? If it's angry, be angry. If it's rage, be just full of rage. If it's sadness, just be sad. So I almost feel like, for me, because I think at a time in my past, I was probably guilty of being toxically positive. And I realized that it was something I had to look at. It's like, why am I not even honoring my own negative emotions? And when I say negative, I don't mean bad. We're whole humans. We're not trying to walk around like Stepford wives, like like this. It's like, if I want to rage, I'm a woman, look out. And that's okay too. And that's, especially as raising a daughter, something that I've learned in a very different way than when I was young as well.
Yeah, sit in it. The same way you let your concealer just bake, sit in it, sit in the negativity. Okay.